Welcome to Caregiver Amplified. I am Donna Ray Jones, and welcome to episode number 4. This episode, we talk about tips to relieve caregiver stress. But before we dive into it, I wanted to share about my weekend. I went to Charlotte, North Carolina for a specific activity on Saturday. And the day actually took a shift, and I was able to do some unexpected sightseeing and enjoyed Charlotte in a way that I hadn't even planned. So I had the best host, and she came up with a plan. Was the best guide, taking me all around to some of the happening spots. So I highly recommend a weekend there. So we went to Whitewater. We went to Amelia's French Bakery and Camp North End. And then we ended at the Nature Preserve. And I have to say that was probably the highlight of the day for me. It was the sun setting in a hammock looking out at the lake. It was absolutely stunning. I recommend spending some time in nature, unwinding, taking it in, a deep pause. If you already follow me, you'll see some pictures on social media. So stress, being a caregiver, there's some emotional and physical strain that results from this continuous care for another person. And for most of us, caring for someone is a full-time job. And then we can start to notice some wear and tear on our mental and emotional and physical selves. So some of the symptoms for that you may be experiencing stress is frequent headaches or body aches, always feeling tired, like some low level of fatigue of most of the time. And perhaps you're sleeping too much or too little. This always feeling tired. I have noticed that for myself and been hearing that from people too. Busier, it's the summertime, there's perhaps more activities. And so that fatigue is showing itself. Emotional signs for caregiver stress is moodiness. Maybe you're easily angered or irritable, lack in activities that you enjoy, and then feeling lonely or isolated from other people. And I really wanted to highlight some of these symptoms because sometimes they come on very slowly and you don't quite recognize them. So you want to start to pay attention to that. So easily irritable, it could be someone asks you for something, but you hear some tone in their voice. Perhaps you're not spending time with your friends and family in leisure activities like you used to. And that can lead to you feeling isolated from people. So some long-term symptoms, mental health issues such as anxiety or depression, digestive issues, and then maybe even short-term memory loss or issues paying attention. Now, I'm highlighting those just because that is something else to be aware of and start to notice for yourself. So over a longer period of time, notice if those symptoms are showing up for you on a regular basis. Causes for caregiver stress. So in doing some research, I knew how it was coming up for me, but didn't quite have the exact words. So try this. Your relationship role changed, right? So when your relationship to the person that you're caring for, so there was a reversal in the caregiver roles. So if you care for an aging parent or older sibling or someone, a friend or a neighbor, and it could be quite disorienting to take responsibility for someone who was previously responsible for you. And I know I was quite startled by that for myself, um, coming into this role of caring for my mom full time. And so this is something I continue to work with, right? There's no need to forgive. And that might be you're like, what? What do you mean by that? No need to forgive. Because we're learning to have compassion for yourself and for the person you're caring for. So the key here is compassion. Once we start to operate from that mindset, that practice, then there's no need for forgiveness. Like I did something wrong, or there's some shame or embarrassment, right? So we're just coming into each circumstance with full compassion. But many caregivers neglect themselves, and so then you may begin to notice changes in your health, and because you've always provided care for your loved one. So remember, giving your own body and mind the care it needs is the most important component of being a good caregiver. And I want to mark out good, right? Because that could kind of sound judgmental. So giving your mind and body care that it needs is the most important component of being a caregiver. So let's try that. So some tips for managing stress. So I have 5 and a bonus one. So the first one is to take a skillful action. So what is that? Complete a small task. So if that's on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. So perhaps you clean out a drawer, or a section in your closet, or fold laundry. So find something that you can bring some care to, that would help you feel like you're gaining control over some part of your day. Eat right. Make sure that you're eating enough nutrient dense meals throughout the day. Meals or snacks, getting, depending on your age and your level of activity, what foods you should be eating: lots of vegetables, lots of fruits, and plenty of water. We're coming into the hottest months of the year, so you want to make sure you're drinking half your body weight in water. Get enough rest or sleep. So I'm noticing that I am taking more naps and being okay with that, dropping any judgment or negative mind chatter that I have around getting more rest. Exercise. And it could be a simple activity such as walking. Just go outside for a walk. Perhaps turn on some music and dance in your house, or maybe even ride your bike. And you can take these breaks and get some movement in for 30 minutes out of your day. That is the recommendation, for 30 minutes. Try meditation. So meditation is a practice to allow the mind to rest with the heart. So what might that look like? That can be a formal practice of anywhere from 1 to 45 minutes. So you can start um, with shorter periods of time, right? And work up to 40 minutes. Meditation, you can listen to guided meditations. There are many apps that are available for that. My primary favorite way is to carve out time to guide myself. So I can sit in a comfortable chair, perhaps even gaze outside, and allow everything that's happening in the moment to be part of the meditation. So bringing in my direct sensory experience of things that I see, hear, perhaps the temperature on my skin, maybe taste. Meditation has been the primary way that I have been able to really lean into caregiving in a deeper level. I have informal and formal practices, and wanting to allow this mindfulness to be my set point, meaning I can be kind of this person that is mindful in most of the moments of the day. And then a bonus tip for managing stress is laughter. So this isn't something that is automatic for me. And so I had my sister, once a day or every other day, she sends me videos of something that makes me laugh. And so then that's a reminder to intentionally find something that's going to bring me some joy. I really love watching baby videos or pet videos on Facebook or Instagram. People upload just the most adorable images and videos with music that always seem to bring some spaciousness and lightness for me in the moment. So those are the tips that I have for you for managing stress. Complete a task, eat right, get enough sleep, even take naps, exercise, try meditation, and the bonus is to make sure you laugh every day. So I hope this was helpful. Please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Until next episode.